Hello everyone, PallyTime here, and welcome back to Pathfinder and the Wrath of the Righteous. Our party, or I guess Liz and Hammond, find themselves in our encampment right now. We're getting ready to start another great session over on the live stream. We're live streaming these episodes every Tuesday and Thursday, and the way we have it planned out, the way everything is designed, is if you watch the live streams, or if you watch on YouTube, Tuesday night won't have an episode. So Tuesday night you could show up to the live stream and you'll be all caught up. Everything's good to go. We're recording 6 episodes a week. It works out really well, actually, as long as I don't get sick or mess up anything or forget to edit one night. Last time we were in our compound, some people were dropping some hints that I should probably talk to this mysterious elf. So I thought as we settle into tonight's session, that would be a great way to start. Whether you're watching on YouTube or live on Twitch, thank you so much for being here. Let's have a little talk. Oh. Huh. All right. I actually had my mixer down, so I couldn't hear game sound. So I was fixing that. And it looks like she disappeared. Well, sir, was she talking to you? The burly soldier with an impressive beard greets you with a broad smile. Will Sir Grams, the camp quartermaster, at your service. How may I be of help? I saw you talking to that girl hiding her face. Who is she and what did she want? Well, I don't know, Commander. She never introduced herself. But I bet she's not part of our army. I know all our soldiers by name and by sight. Wilson frowns gloomingly, his cordiality gone in an instant. She was looking for some elf volunteer. Wanted to know which tent he was sleeping in. At first, I thought she was a messenger from Mindev. She definitely wasn't one of us. But now I see how it all looks mighty shifty. The quartermaster eyes you with concern. She was some sort of spy then. Okay. It doesn't look like we could dive any deeper into that. Are we gonna have a lot of spies coming in here? Okay, I have to go.
Wherever my
Our overarching goal for our campaign right now is simply to explore the wilderness outside. A lot of people are saying I probably need to learn how the system where we're commanding our armies kind of works a little bit. I kind of want to swap Ninio back in. I like our magic party. We have a few overarching quests that we can look into. However, it seems like the majority of them are pretty far out in the distance. So for now, let us continue along this path. I have not done any research into how to actually manage armies, but it looks like I'm approaching some demons along this path here. Not only one group either. I see 4 on the map here. You've spotted a traveling merchant. Do you wish to meet with them? I would. I like how I could evade that encounter if we deemed that a skeletal salesman. Well, if that doesn't remind you of divinity, then I don't know what will. Look at that. Is Ember pointing at him? Okay,
shall we move? We shall move.
I'm going to... Can I mount her horse? I already tried that, didn't I? I'm going to walk up.
Silly spell.
Hey! A skeleton is walking across the waste. He moves with a pep in his step, humming a tune. His skull bobs in chorus with the humming, making the coins inside his head clink rhythmically. Next to him, nightmarish horses of flame and shadow draw a cart loaded with valuable-looking items. A horse of flame and... Oh! Whoa, it's over there. I missed that. Draw the cart loaded with valuable items. Upon seeing you, the skeleton offers a dramatic and hearty wave. Good evening to you there. Or is this what days look like in your world, Wound? I can't really tell. But no matter. Be it day or night, the skeletal salesman always has the best deals you could find anywhere. He proudly sweeps his bony hand over the goods in his cart. I have a special offer, a free scroll for every tiefling customer. Do you want it? Yeah, I could use a free scroll, thank you. Please take this. I don't know from which dark corners of the abyss or hell your esteemed ancestors originated, but no one's ever refused a good old scroll of Hellfire. Well, that was really nice. Hey, can you tell me about yourself, Mr. Skeleton? I'm a simple man. I keep no secrets. You can see right through me. The skeleton laughs as he knocks on his empty ribcage for emphasis. What would you like to know? I actually want to know if he's seen other world wounds or if they're a portal or something. That kind of seemed weird. How did you become who you are? Oh, now that's a story and a half. Listen well and don't repeat my mistakes or you won't be able to live with yourself. Get it? All right, well, moving on. Once I was just like you, exploring all sorts of ruins and filling my pockets with riches, until I stumbled into Dracolich's lair. That's one scary beast, let me tell you, and a lich and a dragon. He would have eaten me whole had I not suggested a deal. I would sell off all the blades and armor left by previous adventurers. Surely he didn't have much use for all of that equipment, but he could earn a tidy sum of gold. Surprisingly, he agreed. But that didn't save my life. Instead, he just turned me into a walking pile of bones. And what do you know? That was just the beginning of my troubles. For a long time, I wandered the river kingdoms, peddling wares until I met one devious scoundrel. At first glance, he looked decent enough, decked out in armor, clearly a paladin. He asked me where my master's lair was. Obviously, he wasn't the first to take an interest, but the Dracolich was no slouch. He put an enchantment on me so that I couldn't even remember the lair's location. However, this knight turned out to be quite a wizard too. I'm no expert in magic, but basically he offered to perform a ritual that would reveal the location of my master's lair. Then he and his pals would kill the Dracolich and give me my freedom, plus half of the hoard. Sounds like a sweet deal, huh? So I agreed like a fool. He showed me the contract and it seemed all right to me, so I just signed it right then and there. We conducted a ritual and the knight found out where my master was hiding by looking at some astral tracks or whatnot. Long story short, they killed the Dracolich. The knight offered me my half of the treasure as promised, and then, as per the terms of the contract, he demanded payment for the ritual's components for my freedom. And then there were taxes, excise fees, and fines. Before I knew it, I had to give him all the loot, and I couldn't even cover my debt. Then he offered me a way to repay it by working as before. For him as my master this time. Or for his master this time. Thus, I'm still traveling, peddling and all that, until I earn every last coin that I owe him. And you know what? To pay off that kind of sum, I'm pretty sure I have to keep working for him until Grotius becomes the end times. Now that is a story, isn't it? Someday I might even write a tragic play about myself. I'll call it Undeath of a Salesman. As for the moral, with a professor air, the skeleton holds up one white finger. The moral of the story is watch what you sign. That lesson's free. For the rest of what is in this fine cart, you'll have to pay me in gold. You know, I'm dyslexic as fuck. But every now and then, I could read stuff like that, and it feels really good. That feels really good. I'm just trying to take a second to appreciate those moments when they happen. What do you have for sale? Is that not an option? So who is your new master? Did I tell you the knight looked like a paladin? Well, he wasn't anything of the sort. On the contrary, he was a servant of Mammon, the archdevil of avarice. The skeleton slightly opens his mouth to reveal a single azure coin among the gold. The coin is stamped with the disdainful visage of a devil. That's the one he sold me to, guts and all. Although by then I had no guts, really. Now, at least if someone asks me where my master's lair is, I can honestly say, Erebus, the third lair of hell, Palace of the Royal Treasurer, entrance by appointment only. Whoa, there's a mythic path for Lich. I haven't been following Lich at all, but, Hey, skeleton man, do you want me to try to free you from the curse? Yeah, no thanks. The skeleton waves you away with both hands. Been there, done that, only made things worse. I've had enough help. I'll make do. Do you trade with everyone? Crusaders, demons, demon worshippers alike? You bet. What do I care which side of yours is winning anyway? Both are buying my wares. Business is booming. Everybody needs a weapon and a good set of armor. You sell one thing, the next day they bring it all back ragged and full of holes looking for a replacement. Sure, this war will probably end one day. Maybe the Crusaders will finally patch up that abyssal hole. Or maybe the whole region will fall through it. That's when I'll pack up and go elsewhere. Galorian is a big place. I can always find new customers. Hey, thanks for your answers, bud. You're very welcome. Talking is easier than dragging a cart. I can wag my tongue all day for free, even though I don't have one. So, what do you sell? Oh, I have the widest choice of merchandise. Right now, I got a fine selection of magiconial, mysterical spell thingies. Even a wizard's, everything a wizard could want. By the way, could you advise me what would sell best in these parts? I have a choice of exotic wares from faraway lands. Then there is the personal protection equipment and a whole arsenal for a hunter. How would I know that? Well, probably personal protection equipment because we're trying to gear up an army over here to retake the land. Keep selling what you sell now? Thank you for your advice. Show me your wares. Skeleton joyfully rattles the coins in his skull. Here, take a good look. Pick anything that you like. Buy all of it. You know, I am inclined to, oh my God, bracers of armor +4. Ooh, I am kind of inclined, you know, just to help him out. Spent more time here than I thought I was going to. Spent more money here than I thought I was going to. But this is the haul. We have 3 headpieces for our party, a new cape, as well as a scroll of resurrection and a scroll of controlled fire. Just in case. I do like the idea of icy prison, though, I'm not gonna lie. One creature within medium range, we can just put in an ice cube. That sounds really good. I'm gonna get it. $34,000, the most money I've literally ever spent. By far. But hey, it's helping a skeleton pay off his debts. Whew. Oh, that felt weird. That felt weird to give that much money away. Okay, let's figure out where all of that gear is going to go. I would like to give you the cape, and I think that works. Sela is often the brunt of punishment on the front line. We're going to give the wisdom bonus to Lan. Oh, and that looks really good, too. That looks really good. His little bard hat's gone, but that's okay. He's doing his best. Do we want... I probably want to give the intelligence bonus to Ninio. Yes, to Ninio. We will give the charisma bonus to our girl Ember. And that's her first piece of gear. I bet that feels good. And just to say we didn't forget about him, Gul'jif can have Lan's old hat. Whoa.
Forwards. No backwards.
Dude, that's cool. I want to ride a fucking demon horse. That would be sick. Well, first pit stop of our adventure today turned out to be pretty fruitful. At least I hope so. Next stop on our trip looks like I'm going to figure out what these demons do. Wait, nothing happened? Continue. There's someone on the road. Get ready. How worried should I be here? Hey, Woljeff.
I'm here. Where
Get
else
low.
would I be?
Figure this out. Oh. Okay. I'll go up and say
We
hi.
miss all the fun.
Tran, Asti, and Velm. We talked to the dwarf. We got a cutscene, or at least for a brief moment we did. Through the mist, you spot the flickering flames of a campfire. 3 figures wrapped in crusader cloaks are huddled next to it. A stout, smiling dwarf, a brash, dark-haired halfling, and a delicate-looking woman who appears to be very young. The cackling campfire is driving away the bleak fog, promising warmth and rest to tired legs. Noticing you, the halfling's hands jerk towards his weapon, but then he relaxes. Hey, it's the commander herself. Don't just stand there. Have a seat by the fire. It's a bit damp today, but might as well dry off at least. In an amicable gesture, he passes you a large mug that smells of freshly brewed tea. We're going to do a perception check. Look around and make sure the area here is okay. I like how there's an evil option to just attack. Succeed. The location for a campfire was chosen wisely. It's safe and quiet here. No tracks in sight. The air is calm, but an odd feeling of wrongness lances through you like a sting from an angry wasp. Something is not right. It's quiet here, all right. As the grave. I don't know why, but I don't like the feel of this place. It makes my scales stand on end. I'm gonna try my knowledge check here. Failed. Frontline scouting party. Our senior sent us ahead to look... Oh, this is Vellum again. Senior sent us ahead to look for ambushes. We've been walking all day, so we're making a... bivouac? Does that just mean a camp? Go ahead, help yourself to some tea. It's an honor for us to be sharing a campfire with the commander. The dusty boots, the patched cloak, the mess kits lying next to the fire, all mark these as seasoned scouts. Sela says, a broad smile blossoms on her face. I never thought we'd run into such a joyful company out here. I don't suppose you guys have anything stronger than tea in your canteens? Catching the halfling's I can't even say that word. She smiles even brighter. Rubbing his hands excitedly, Woljeff casts a hopeful look at the mug of tea and then at you. Hey, Chief! Just so you know, walking away from campfires while folks give you free food is a sin in the eyes of the gods. Aren't you scared to be camped out here in enemy territory? The dwarf gives you a disapproving sidelong glance. You wound me, Commander. I've walked many roads. I know a good spot for a camp when I see one. Even if a whole column of cultists marched by, they wouldn't think of checking this place. In the meantime, we should watch quietly and count every last one. Thoroughly embarrassed, Asti adopts a serious tone and comments in Tran's direction. You and your boasting. Her 2 comrades greet her remark with a burst of laughter. What are your names? Proudly lifting his chin, which bears a white scar, the halfling says, I'm Sergeant Velm, the leader of this gang of daredevils. You could tell by Velm's appearance that he's a fighter. He sports a nose that has been broken more than once, well-fitted gear, a gusty spark in his eyes, all the hallmarks of a feisty, courageous warrior. The dwarf grunts and grins. Why would you call our heroic squad a gang, Velm? I am Tran, foot soldier, cook, quartermaster, and the mother hen of this lot. I don't know what happened to this guy's voice, but I'm just gonna keep going with it. And the one who set up the tent is Asti, given that she doesn't even have a muscle to drive the stake into the ground. With a smirk, Tran glances at the woman, who immediately turns red in the face. The sweet and terribly young cleric opens her mouth to say something. What's terribly young mean? She has gray hair. How young could she be? But shuts it immediately and blushes even more. Finally, she mutters sleepishly, I'm Antsy. Please to... I mean, at your service, Commander. Sure. Sit by the campfire. I would hate to commit a sin against gods or whatever Woljif said. Velm says, you bet we're offering. The halfling moves with such deftness that you barely notice a warm mug of tea that appears in your hands. The tea's fragrance is gorgeous. I'm gonna do a nature check. I should be pretty good at this, but I'm not. I can tell Commander knows more about cooking than some. Tran leads over to you and says weightly, it's cat's holly. I bought it from a merchant in Absalom. Worth every coin, though, eh? Druids are not always particularly imaginative when it comes to naming plants. Frog's grass, bear's moss, tiger's sundew. Looks like a cat's. Looks like there's a cat's holly as well. Take a sip of the enchantingly fragrant tea. From the very first sip, you feel sweet warmth spread through your body. Drink drives away the chill in your bones. Blessed silence, which every soldier knows to treasure, settles in your mind. Asti stutters as her gaze drifts away. Commander, if you don't mind, I could heal your wounds and maybe cast a fortifying spell? Asti, when speaking with the commander, remember to breathe. You'll choke at this rate, says Tran. Let's try another perception check. You three seem to really have good banter. Atsi, her face deep red, shoots Tran a furious look and flashes him a surprisingly nasty expression. For a moment, her mouth appears as though it is filled with sharp teeth, and her blushing skin is nothing more than a layer of powder caked over lifeless gray skin underneath. You blink, and the illusion is gone. You said it, Commander. I'd like to see the Joker who put in Tran's head that he could woo ladies like that. The fairest sex just love men with a good sense of humor, don't they, Tran? Film comment takes Tran's blush in turn. Sure. Asti, I'd appreciate some healing. Bless, that's good, that's good. And Asti's magic expels the pain of a long walk in your legs, and your recent wounds cease to ache. Your chest expands freely, and your arms feel full of unyielding strength that could crush any obstacle. The warmth of the magic suffuses through your shoulders, envelops your throat, and wraps itself around you, softly but firmly. Its caress grows stronger and stronger, tighter and tighter, until you can't breathe. Ah, fuck. I'm spitting up blood. Your recently healed wounds reopen, soaking your clothes with blood. Poisonous foam bubbles in your stomach, and retching painfully, you vomit up a vile liquid that you've been given. The figures by the fire ripple and transform. 3 gray-haired and dark-skinned elves watch you with mocking sneers. Their twisted grimacing faces look demonic. From the haze, more previously unseen shadows materialize. They are all just as loathsome and unsettling. The campfire emits a sickly, sweet, intoxicating smell. And in the squat kettle, you see slimy mushrooms swimming in a disgustingly boiling slurry. Ugh. What was the point of this charade? Liz says as she kind of takes control of the situation again as her mind stops spinning. Tran says, Lady Enamora desires your head, and we will gladly deliver it. The elf, whose voice, as Tran was so convincing, lets out a repulsive snicker. Oh, I was close. Hey, you had the tone right and everything. Sela finally chimes in, standing on the other side of this area. You monsters! Sela looks at those who appeared to be trusted allies a moment ago with disgust. How did I not see you for what you were right from the start? Dumb paladin, you really think your ability to sense evil can't be confused? Lady Enamora taught us long ago how to trick the likes of you. You think I am in your mercy? You'll see who the real prey is, Liz says with a booming voice that only a druid with the utmost charisma could manage to muster. I love it when prey tries to fight
Can
back.
we retreat already?
Well. Well, what do we have here? Drow assassins coming out of the woodwork to see how we're doing. I don't think... Oh, I can. If I do a frigid... Oh my god, his bars are disgusting. If I do a frigid touch, could I do that this turn on Asti? Ooh. She resisted it. Well, Land's gonna move up and take a shot at Asti as well. That's gonna hit for 14. Good try resisting that arrow. Speaking of arrows, Liz immediately takes a shot into her side from yet another archer on the far end. Ember notices this archer and goes up with a sweet lullaby. That lullaby, however, I don't believe was successful, and elves are immune to sleep. Oh, right. Okay. Well, shit. Things are not off on the best of notes here. Not off to the best of notes at all. What's the rest of our turn order looking like? Sela's gonna go soon. Hammond is in the same spot as Liz. If I give haste to an ally, act more quickly than normal. When making full attacks, a hasted creature may make one extra attack. Ninio's gonna look over at Lan. Holy! It's every ally? Holy motherfucker, that's good! I thought it was just one. Okay, everyone is hasted. That is Ninio's contribution to this turn as more drow continue to gather around. We are going to delay Mary's turn to be right behind Sela's. Asti going for an attack onto Woljif. He is going to be able to make an attack of opportunity as that crossbow bolt is fired off. I don't know what that was, but it freaked me out. Liz at half health as more drow are entering from the back. 15 sneak attack damage as Liz goes down. The commander is down. Sela moves back to her steed and mounts the horse and then begins to charge forward into the fray, focusing Asti with an attack for 8 damage. Hammond moves up to his friend Liz, takes a swing at that elf who's standing over the body. We should be able to get a nice, easy sneak attack here. However, Lan is going to use Glitter Dust. hopefully blinding everyone here and not hitting Sela. Did we hit Sela? No, we did not. Perfect, 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 perfect. Glitter Dust is one of our brand new abilities. That was the first time we used it there. And that will conclude his turn. Now, Len, empowering himself with an extra attack, is going to fire 5 fucking attacks this turn and aim them directly at AC, who I hope goes down in a single hit. Remember, every time Lan kills a target, he's going to be radiating damage. Yes, that was 4 kills from Lan in that area. We're then going to see Ember look at the crossbowman that's on the high ground and send a scorching ray into his belly. That scorching ray is going to connect for 13 damage. A Drow Magus tries to do the same with a scorching ray of their own. However, it does not find a target. We see Ninio moving up to the squad now, a fireball in hand. In fact, let's keep it nice and simple. We're just going to have her move up to the party. Let's not use that fireball here when we don't need to. More Drow from the high ground continuing to do damage, and we lose Ember as well. Ooh, shit. Shitty shit, shit. Shit. Sela moves up. That's gonna be 3 God damn. Sela, my God. Golden Chair, thank you so much for the 1 year resub. Woljif on his turn is going to continue the march forward. With a swing, he is going to land sneak attack damage for 19. Lan now turning his attention to the side, focusing on his key once more for additional attacks. And we're going to see... Oh, he has to move, so I fucked up. I thought he'd be able to hit from there.
Continue fighting.
Ember is now down. I thought she went down earlier. She is going to miss out on her turn as a result. We're going to see Ninio cast a scroll of... Do I have to do this, by the way? Do I have to stabilize people? Because I never stabilized Liz. Is Liz okay? +7. I don't know if that actually did anything. More shots coming down from the high ground as Lan just dodges a hit there. Sela charging forth, headstrong on her steed, is going to deal 15 damage to the drow in the back. Hammond, a little too far away, but it's going to make his way over here as well. Liz still on... As long as they don't fall below their constitution. Truthfully, I don't know what that means. So I'm gonna keep on hoping I'm doing the right thing. I don't think we're just gonna be able to get in range, but we'll have him start walking around to the side. Lan is up next, and wow. Okay, this is so much more than I thought it was gonna be. Lan with a nice easy shot to the center of mass is gonna take down 2 of the orcs, or excuse me, drow on the high ground. Lan is going to stay with Ember as Ninio then marches forward. There was a patch in between this week's episodes and last week's episodes. We've been using a pit spell. I'm sure a lot of you will remember. The create pit. It was bugged and not working in turn-based mode. I'm happy to report that it is no longer bugged, and we can actually use it without feeling like we're cheating. So I might add that back to Ninio's skill set. But for now, with Hammond by his side, Woljif turns to his right and slides a knife directly into the heart of the one remaining drow.
I crave for adventure.
Liz gets back up to her feet, catches her breath, and the party begins to look through the equipment of everyone that's here. A cold iron masterwork composite longbow on some of the archers on the high ground. These drow
Trail me.
were sent to kill me. They were here for a reason. And I just walked right into that. Your constitution score is 13. As long as you don't fall below 13 HP, your character is still alive. Negative 13 HP. So could the enemies continue to attack me after I'm already on the ground? Well, I suppose if that happens, we do have a resurrection scroll now. We could...
The road calls me. I'll
we
take
could,
the bait.
Probably start kicking again with that. Well, damn. I wasn't expecting anything close to what we just encountered here. Our party's going to set up camp on top of the corpses of the drow that are here, and we are going to try to regain some of our vitality before we head on down the road. That was so many more enemies than I was expecting, and they were so much more lethal than I was expecting as well. I'd never seen raging fires before Canabras. I never thought that I wish I could read faster. And fire can even be blue. But if you're inside the fire, it sometimes has no color at all. Weird, huh? Says Ember. We gather everyone together. If we continue down this path, we are heading towards the Nightingale Grove, which I have no information about. You want to enter this location? Sure. I mean, I found it. Why not just head inside? We could take a look.
Don't mind me.
Oh, did we finally see Ember's familiar? I've been looking for that thing.
Watch and learn.
Woljif's gonna get in stealth. Get your hands off that, it's mine! Yours? Well, watch me. Wait, someone's here, run! Nobody's running. Draw your weapons and fight, you cowards, or I'll cut you down myself. Is that a gnome? Invisibility. Today's the day. Today's the motherfucking day. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew there would be a time where we needed this. Wow, they really got the jump on us. They got a surprise round and everything. As a Marauder Alchemist is swiftly approaching Woljif, I thought he was going to have an attack of opportunity there. Hammond is going to move up and attack. He is going to miss, however. I believe orcs can sleep. Let's put that to the test. Indeed they can. With the rest of her turn, Ember's going to move slightly off to the side. Whoever was in stealth just sneak attacked Hammond for 19 damage. Well, I guess I don't need it anymore. I have this. See Invisibility Communal. I knew there was going to be a time when I needed that. We'll have Ninio move over here with the rest of her turn. More Orc Marauders continuing to move down the path, focusing Hammond still. Woljif, still in stealth, is going to coup de grace the alchemist next to him.
Can't you just die already?
Completely destroying him. I mean, there's really no other word. He fucking exploded. Leia's going to focus on his key. Because he doesn't have to move, he can do 4 attacks here. First of which is going to hit that little Marauder leader, who seems to be pretty tanky, actually. 3 of those attacks hitting, all for about 15 damage. And they're still holding strong. Liz is going to move up and summon in an ally leopard on the left side. This leopard is going to hopefully provide a little bit of distraction for our party, but also deal some decent damage. Sela is moving up towards the leader as well, hopefully with a couple swings, hitting for 10 damage. Hammond then turns to his left side after being stabbed by an opponent that wasn't there moments before. He fucking eats her alive. Come on. There it is. Come on, Hammond. Oh, are you sleepy too? Ember says as the lullaby resonates in the ears of this orc. He does pass the wisdom save to keep on keeping on, though. We are going to see Ninio throw a conjured snowball at this guy, unfortunately missing and hitting the ground right behind him. The Marauder now swinging on his turn with a big ol' miss to Hammond. Woljif's going to move up to his side, place his hand onto the Marauder's forearm, and electrocute the living shit out of him.
Go on.
Oh, but it's a miss. Somehow he couldn't. Where's the forearm? Didn't quite work out. Lan on his turn is going to fire off 3 shots of his own. 20 damage on the first one, 14 on the second, and the third for 19. Lan! My dude! Cold-blooded killer as the summoned leopard starts to move to the back. Did it get out of range? Everybody, I think we just wait to see what this leopard's gonna do. It doesn't make any sense. I'll start to move up. Sela's going to move up as well. Getting into melee range, she is going to swing twice. 21 total damage there. Hammond, feeling a little hurt, is going to move down to Ember. You know how, like, dogs, when they want something, their eyes just... Please! Please give... Oh, whatever you're eating, please give it to me. That's how Hammond looks right now. Ember knows what he needs. She just places a hand on his head. And he's healed. Ninio, pretty far away from our adversaries. Just going to move up the left side. Woljif, kind of doing the same. But the right side. Actually getting behind the archer here on accident. Hey, I have a question. In D&D...
Endure this!
I can use a bonus action, or sometimes my whole action, I think it depends on the character, to try and stealth in combat. Is there a way to stealth inside Pathfinder combat? Because I would really like to be able to get Woljif kind of back into the shadows for a little bit. We see a light hammer identified with momentum and another light hammer that is a +1. We see a cloak of resistance +1, a chain shirt +1, a cloak of blood clarity, and a chain shirt +1. Be outside of line of sight or be behind something. Okay, that's all right. Alchemist Fire Potion on the body as well. This Masterwork Great Axe weighs 12 pounds. It is worth a decent amount of money. We see a moss pottage here. Comprehensive guide to cooking a tasty dish. I think I need to inspect that first as well. Well, it appears as though the roads are not full of friendly creatures as we are progressing through this. Not that I expected it to be by any means. However, I wasn't expecting... Free horse? Is that free horse? Can I take the horse?
So many thoughts, so little time.
Oh, another thing I wanted to ask. I was thinking about this in between stream sessions. If Liz specs into another tree that can have a pet, can I have 2 pets out at the same time? Can I have Hammond and a horse? Because I think that would be really funny. This path does continue to the right, and a ravaged campsite is nearby. You've spotted enemies! I kind of like exploring the map like this, actually. That's pretty enjoyable. It's a big world out there, and all we've seen is a little bit of Canabras. All right, none of this shit. No one's sneaking up on me. There's a cultist conjurer.
Break against our resolve.
Fuck! No, I already casted my spell. You can't stealth again. Lan's gonna fire up. Ah! Lan.
Make every strike
Lan,
count.
why'd you move? Why did my camera move? Sela moving up to the archer in the back. A fucking minotaur off to the side. Woljif is gonna stay in stealth and move off to one side. Hammond has not been revealed yet. He's gonna move off to one side. He is revealed now. Let's see if we can get an auto attack in on this archer. We are gonna see the cultist archer firing off some shots at Hammond. Ninio is going to get out of stealth. I don't think she can do it. I wish I could cancel that. She's very, very close to her enemy now. I'm actually going to have her back up. The Minotaur smites good. On to, what was that, Sela he used that on, and immediately moves to the left to get in range. Ember recites a lullaby that we all know far too well. And that is enough to take down the Minotaur, to put him into a quick slumber. The Conjurer casted something from stealth. I believe he casted haste. I believe that's what that is. Land's going to take a shot at the archer just above him. 15 damage on the first shot, followed by 13. That's a confirmed kill. He then turns around and finishes off the enemy that was directly in front of Sela as well. We're going to see Sela do her very first coup de grace.
I'm done.
For 17 damage onto the Minotaur. Wolf's going to unstealth and begin to move forward. As Hammond moves to the side with 3 swings on the Minotaur. Oh, I wish I could. A bonded object can be used once per day to restore any one spell that the wizard has prepared for this day. I don't know what a bonded object is. But I'm just gonna wait for the Conjurer to come out, I think. There he is. Oh wait, he summoned a monster. God damn it. How long is he gonna be able to stay in stealth? Land moving up is not able to attack the summoned monitor lizard. In fact, no one is able to. Oh, hey, you motherfucker, I found you. We're gonna hit him where it hurts, right in his... Ooh, Shocking Grasp is still ready. Woljif moves up to the cultist Conjurer, who he thinks is next to Sela, moving with his hands out in front of him as if walking in a dark hallway. The moment he feels something, he tries to shock, but unfortunately, yet again, it does not connect. Hammond moving up as well is going to get a swing off, but that misses. Let's just shoot a cantrip off at him. This is Ray of Cold. Ray of Frost, whatever. It missed. What if I just, like, put him to sleep? His will save got through it. Liz kind of looking at this situation, trying to figure out what she could do. Let's just move up and swing.
Behead!
Bro, stop summoning! I can't attack your summons! Oh, we are going to see some poison from the monitor lizard. Land trying his hand at this is going to land with the first shot. The next 2 missing the target. Sela takes down the Conjurer, and all of the summons go with it. I imagine he had some pretty good bonuses on dodge being invisible, but we managed to get through it anyway. As we go back to the map, I think this is where this particular episode is going to end. Don't you worry, there's plenty more to come if you're watching live on Twitch. However, there appears to be a long road in front of us with plenty more to do. And that's where we'll end for tonight. Thank you guys so much for being here. If you're watching on YouTube, please remember to hit the thumbs up button on the way out. And we'll see you again tomorrow night.